Ina mama ane ina ka amo ole ina a ono ko ame e.
Hello, beautiful hearts, and welcome to Two Open Hearts. I'm Carissa.
And I'm Susan, and today we're going to talk about dragons. We started working with dragons back in 2016, and they are truly wonderful beings to work with.
Yes, they have been amazing friends and allies for us on our spiritual journey thus far, and we continue to work with them on a daily basis and love to introduce them to anyone who is new to them because they are just beautiful, beautiful beings.
Yes, and they are here to work with all of us at this time. They're of a very high vibration, and there's a dragon on this planet for all of us at this time.
Yes, dragons have always been on Earth. And since our ascension process started really amping up in 2012, and even in the most recent few years, more and more dragons have come here from other parts of the universe. So a lot of them live in the star system Draco. So there are planets there. And I'm sure they live elsewhere as well. But they've been coming to Earth in high numbers to support us as humanity makes the transition into a higher vibration.
And they come in all different sizes, shapes, colors, textures. Actually, it's really just limitless how they can come to us. They do not come in 3D form here on this planet. They do come just in the ethereal. We see them a lot in the clouds, but they are here and they're so special and they're just unlimited in the ways that they can come to us in their sizes, shapes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this time in their evolutionary process, the dragons are such a high vibration that it's not possible for them to come all the way into physical density as we are still currently. So that's why they're more in a light body form. But you can see them when you meditate, when you do shamanic journeys. Sometimes, like Susan said, they're in the clouds. I'll go outside and I'll see 4 or 5 flying around. And it's normally on days when I've done earth work or when I'm called to do some big work that I see them more often. I'm like, oh, there's my support team.
Yes, they're really here to help Mother Earth. They're here to help to raise the vibration of the planet, to help clean things up. They do some amazing things. We just anchor in the energies for them, and they're able to do some wonderful things.
Mm-hmm. We've asked our dragon guides today to join us on this call since they actually asked us to do this one to begin with, to talk about them, to let others know how wonderful they are. And so we've asked them to come today and to show up. So everyone who's listening or watching, if you just close your eyes for a moment and take 3 deep breaths that help you to ground into your center. So just And now if you become receptive, you will be able to feel the dragon energy as it comes through your device, because they're here to show you their love, their dragon hearts. They are beautiful and strong, and they have such beautiful hearts. So connecting in to the dragons is a gift, really.
It is a gift. I equate their energy to the seraphims. They're a very high vibrational, loving being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, full of love. And And they're beautiful allies and friends, because when you begin your spiritual journey, or when you're in the middle of it, no matter where you are in it, you will find that you need to do a lot of work for your past life traumas or ancestral lines. You might have even other alternate dimension, alternate universe work to do. And the dragons are unlimited. And they're in reality, we are unlimited too, but many of us don't fully realize that yet. So we have our own constraints, but they have no such constraints. They can go all the way back to source itself. They can go anywhere that needs for healing. So you can send your dragon team to help you heal the past, the future, the alternate, anytime.
They have been a pleasure to work with. I work with them every single day. They're very powerful and, again, very loving, and I'm able to do a lot of things with them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are really powerful, like intensely so. So when you do begin working with them, just remember to let them know if you're feeling any overwhelm with energy. Some people get really hot, or they can even get energy headaches. So it's important just to let them know, hey guys, you got to be more gentle. Always call in your team. First of all, when we call in any team, any guides, any friends, we always invite in only the highest vibration of unconditional love, because that is who we work with in this life. And that's our declaration. You may choose what is important for you to call on, but I find it great because then that's for sure what I get. So I would say something like, my dragon friends of the highest vibration of unconditional love, please come to me, join me in this meditation. Is there anything I need to know today? Is there any healing work I can offer the planet or the human collective? Or is there any other way you can help me, working together? And then if things get feeling a little strong in the beginning, just say, and my fellow friends, please ease it up, right? That's too strong for my human form. I need some more ease and grace. And that's true of other guides as well, not just the dragons, but they are so beautiful and powerful, and they're able to help so strongly that sometimes we need to remind them.
Yes. I think that the energies were definitely a lot stronger from the dragons back when we first started working with them in 2016. Mm-hmm. And we found that their presence has been here with us on the planet. And so now people are actually getting used to the energy. So they're not as inflicted with as many headaches and feeling as much with it. But there are times still there is a need to call in for ease and grace, just to help us to integrate the energy.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just for the energy that's coming through the sun that day. Some days just the energy that's bombarding Earth in general gets overwhelming. So you can use that for any of those things. And Susan's right. When we first started working with the dragons in 2016, we were kind of new to our path, but I think largely it was also, they were really intense compared to where the human collective was at that time. And in the last 4 years as a collective, we have raised our vibration significantly. So it's not as big of a gap now. I mean, the dragons are still way, way, way up there, but we've come up enough that energetically it is easier, even, like she said, to work with them. I agree.
Yes.
So they're beautiful beings. And all the stories and all of the films and the things that depict dragons as fire-breathing monsters, that is kind of like bad press that was given to them to make people avoid them, because they are such powerful friends. They can take us to great places. And if we're afraid to work with them, we miss out on so much, because they aren't fire-breathing beasts. They breathe fire, and it is beautiful, kick-ass fire that neutralizes all density and heaviness. So if you have any fears when you begin to work with them, always call in ones that will help you show how beautiful and gentle they can be. Call forth gentle dragons if you have any traumas from anything that make you feel otherwise. But those depictions of them were lies. They are beautiful creatures here to help and neutralize heaviness and help humanity to raise itself up.
Yes, they are here to help us. And they will help you if you ask to help alleviate any fears that you have. They have gotten a really bad rap down through the centuries, but they are truly beautiful, loving beings.
And it's amazing that they're getting to, oh, sorry.
That's okay.
It's amazing that they're getting to so many people, because now you see them all over in kids shows, right? There's beautiful, friendly, helpful dragons in many, many cartoons, and beginning in many, many movies as well. You know, How to Train Your Dragon. They're coming back in to the spotlight of being helpers, as they should be, which is great.
Yes, just the other night, actually, I was doing some Christmas shopping, and there are dragon toys. So they're definitely making their way back in. There was stuffies that I've seen before, which are beautiful, but now they're expanding their presence as well into even more dragon toys. So that was really wonderful to see, to reintroduce the kids back into the dragons.
Yes, because they're here to help. And I guess we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I have to say it now because I've already said it. But one of the reasons, because sometimes people ask, well, why would they help? Why is that their goal? And I don't know. Do you ask that of the angels and every other being? If you do, I mean, you can, but maybe don't scrutinize so hard. But if you do, the dragons have worked with humans in the past. They have worked here. There was a time on Earth before our known human history that humans and dragons were in a physical embodiment at the same time. And they work together, much like in the movie Avatar, where there's like a bond between one rider and one dragon. But unlike the movie Avatar, the dragons were very much sentient, intelligent beings like we are, and they did have languages, and they did speak, and it was all telepathy between the humans and the dragons. But like the humans bonded really strong, one human to one dragon, and there was a whole society built around that at one time. So
yes, there was not only dragon riders, but there were nursery tenders, there was trainers, there was a whole community, all aspects of a community where humans and dragons worked together at one time on this planet.
And many of those who are watching or listening now lived at that time either as a dragon or as a human with a beautiful bond with a dragon. And so they are here because they already care about you. We've bonded in many lives, and you might have lived with them in other planets and in other places. So they want to help because they already care about us. They care. And as far as our ascension goes, the way I understand it is it's really important for the whole universe. So any being who's of a high vibration working with unconditional love is interested in providing their services to assist us when we ask and when we call them in to do so.
Yes, and they're waiting to be asked. So they're waiting. They have plenty of time and ability to help with anything that we ask about. And it's, to my knowledge, they're just waiting to be asked. They love it when we ask.
Yeah, that's why they wanted us to make this video. So that way, if you aren't already working with them and asking for their help, you could learn to, because they are. And they can help us make big shifts. They can come in and really neutralize heavy energies and do so much when we give them the permission to assist. Because we as humans are anchors here on Earth. So we can call in lots of guides, and we do have free will. So they don't come in without being asked. But when we invite them in, they can help move so much, and they just make us even more powerful than we already are. And we're already freaking powerful on our own. So combine us with dragons, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, it does not get much better than that. They're beautiful allies to have.
And they come in all forms. We were touching on that a little bit. But don't limit it. Like, you may have already met them in a meditation. And if you haven't yet, you can and will. Because like we were saying, if you are here now watching this, you already have dragon influence in your life, whether you know about it or not. There are guides already waiting for you if you haven't met them yet. And we have a meditation on connecting with your dragon guide. If you want to go follow that, I'll make sure it's linked in this video. But you can do your own meditation too, and you can just ask for your team of the highest vibration of unconditional love, your dragons, to come forth and show themselves to you and teach you something or work with you.
Yes, they will come and work with you, and you can ask them what they would like you to call them. Their names generally are going to be too difficult for us to pronounce, but we usually just ask them if we want to. We ask them what we may call them. Sometimes, if we're working with a lot of different dragons, we don't ask that either, because sometimes as your vibration is raising, you'll attract different dragons as well that come and help you. And sometimes we work with several. So sometimes we don't bother getting names, but you can always ask.
Yeah, we have names. Like we asked our first, I would say 4 or 5 guides, what they would like to be called. And then I started having different dragons come in for a little bit and leave so frequently that I just started to recognize them more on energy, or they'd show me themselves more. So.
Yeah, the energy of each of them is very different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's different. Like you can tell they're all dragon, which is different from angels or power animals or other guides. And some people might consider dragons a part of power animals, but I feel, they're so much bigger than that. So if they do come as a power animal in a guided meditation where you're trying to meet your power animal, they are a powerful being with you, but there's so many that they're their own, they're their own category. They definitely deserve their own thing, because there are elemental dragons, there are cosmic dragons, there are ley line charging dragons, and it's pretty infinite. I mean, the kinds of dragons we've met have been amazing.
Yes. Yeah, they are in a category all their own. There is so many, so very many that the dragons have. There's just a separate dragon realm.
Mm-hmm. There probably could be, we could really go in depth about each kind of dragon, but we work with all of them and we call them all in. And sometimes certain ones will come if what we ask them to help with, they are more suited to the task. So if we're trying to help it rain so we can put out the fires in Colorado, right? We did do that. We asked for a lot of help. You get a lot of water dragons coming in to help with the clouds, but you also get different dragons helping to neutralize the heaviness or the emotions or just whatever the earth needs to release. So there's earth dragons, there's a whole bunch of them. So don't limit them. They can be anything, and they can change. Even if you're working with one being and it's a guide who's come to you, it's your guide, and they've appeared in a certain way, they've shown you their size, or they've shown you their color or their shape, and you recognize them by the way they feel. So always feel the energy, but they can change as you work with them, as you evolve to be more practiced in your different spiritual gifts. And as they evolve, they can come to you as totally different sizes, different colors, different shapes. They can combine together to make a third new dragon. Like, they're unlimited. They do what they need to do because they're in light bodies, and they can do what they want to work with us and to help us.
Yes, they're great manifestors. And so, yes, always be open-minded. I think the most important thing is to be open-minded to how they come to you and what they're able to do. As Carissa said, even sometimes merging from 2 into 1, it is something that they do.
Mm-hmm. And other reasons besides just earth work that you might want to call them in, we barely touched on it, but for your own healing, your own trauma clearing. We actually, for a while, were teaching Dragon Reiki because they have a whole Reiki system of energies to help people heal and get better. And they can work with you on an individual level like that. They can come in and you can ask them, if you have a trauma or a blockage, something you need healed, you can ask them to come in and directly breathe fire on it, or bring their energies in to heal it. They can be of great assistance, especially if you're already doing the kind of work where you're looking at your shadows or your traumas and things that you need help just moving along. They can help make it easier for you to do that.
Yes, and they're very comforting beings as well, even sometimes just wrapping their wings around you in a gesture of comfort.
And protection. They can be,
Yes.
if I'm going out in a place and I don't know what kind of energies I'm going to face, like sometimes when we are working at a big energy fair, like body, mind, spirit fair, and other things like that, when you have a whole crap load of different energies going on all over the place, you never know what you're going to get. I always call in the dragons to surround me and just be an extra layer, assisting only good energies coming to me, only the ones that need to come, or only the people that need to come. And the dragons help shield the rest, because in those moments, it's great to have a good ally.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. And they can use their fire breath to help you. So one thing I love to do is I ask my dragons to breathe one of their fire breaths. And their fire breath, like, I don't know if you're familiar with energies, but we as humans can use many energies from our hands. We can call forth the violet flame, the blue flame. We can call forth crystal and rainbow energy. We have a class on YouTube about the white light of Lemuria energy, which you can go check out on our YouTube channel. So we can all make different energies appear from our heart, from our hands, and send healing. And the dragons can do the same with their hands, but with their flames as well. They can breathe a freaking violet flame right into you. So they're pretty great.
Yes, they are pretty great. And there's nothing like dragon's fire.
Mm-hmm. So you can ask them to breathe dragon's fire. I like to ask them to breathe it down my channel, down the middle of me, to just help clear out my energetic pathway, clear out any blockages I have. And it feels really amazing. So if you have met one of your guides and you're working with them, I would try that. It's really beautiful.
Yes, and actually you can do it on anything that is bothering you. If you're having issues with your knees, with your feet, with your elbows, any body part, actually, you can use dragon's fire to help to clear the area, to clear out any negativity that might be affecting your body. It truly is a beautiful tool.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. So now I would like to speak a little bit of dragon star language. I've been told that it's a type of water dragon, which makes some sense to me because I have a lot of water dragon energy around me. I even have a beautiful staff, which maybe I'll put a picture of. Maybe I won't, sorry, that is a water dragon as well. So, oh, and before I let the dragon totally speak, these star languages can have codes in them that can update or be activations for you. So if you, for any reason, do not want an activation at this time, or just don't want any type of thing like that, just state it as your intention. I do not allow any activation codes to be lit up or anything. These are pure love. I just know some people, they want to know first. I'm not just going to speak star language and then possibly activate you without giving you some warning. So these are pure love. And chances are, if there is an activation you need, that's another reason you might have been drawn to this video, to receive something of this nature. It can help you even hear and speak to your dragon guides clearer. So if you want to be able to hear or speak to your dragon guides clearer, allow only the highest vibration of love to come through to you. And if you don't want any of it, you can say that as well. Okay. Tharras. Hakenevenemor. Hai tharsarete. How so yes. Wahandari tharhiena. Hasot torayar salamarza haseahayas hasanokorea haseasandeva. Well, it always feels good, but feels pretty silly to speak dragon.
Well, it
Used to
was
speak in
beautiful.
English, but I hope you guys were able to feel that. The energy feels really good. I felt so much open heart, definitely some assistance and activations, and the dragons really were just welcoming you into the family is what it felt like.
Yes, that was very beautiful.
Thank you.
I have bumps all over.
Yeah, they were passionately speaking there for sure. So I'm sure it was something good. And I know that the dragons had asked us to leave a moment in this video for them to channel a message. So we are going to do that now. We're going to tap in and see if the dragons have something to say. I feel the dragon that Susan and I work with, who is the matriarch of the dragon Reiki that we use. She is a beautiful white dragon of the European style, piercing ocean blue eyes, just beautiful blue. And we call her grandmother White Dragon, and she is here today. And she might speak through both of us because she speaks through Susan a lot as well. Let's see. Dear ones, I am so thankful that you are joining us. We of the dragons are truly enjoying working with each and every one of you on this planet at this time. We are ready to connect with those of you who have made soul contracts to work alongside us during these ascending energies. And we are here calling to you now. We are so pleased that you have found us, that you have heard the call. We open our wings and our arms to you with love. Feel now the energy of my dragon heart. Feel now my love and the love of the collective dragons for you as individuals, for we love you dearly. We are proud to work alongside you, to work to heal your Mother Earth, to release you from heavy energies and doubt. We are here to help you fly, dear ones, to help you soar high above the clouds, up to the sun, up to the moon and stars, to drink in their beautiful energy and connect to all. We will be here when you call on us, when you need us. And we are here watching and assisting where we can, even when you do not call. Look for us in the skies for validation, but feel for our energies, for we are here, dear ones. We are here to work with you, and the time is now to create beautiful things and to rise up.
That was very beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, I love when grandmother speaks.
I do too.
Are you feeling any dragons present with you?
I do. It is a male dragon, and he is a fire dragon. Dear ones, the time is now to open your hearts, to open your eyes. We love you. And we are here for you.
That was really beautiful. I'm so glad the dragons came in today to share their energy and their beautiful words. So, thank you guys for coming. I hope that you were inspired to connect with your dragon or comforted if you've already had a dragon come to you. And I hope that you spend some time getting to know them, working with them, and, making magic with them.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you like this video, please hit like and please subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you again